It's January 9th, 2026, and this is day 7 of 30 of daily tips for first generation in medicine applicants to medical school. Today we need to talk about one of the most important habits that will predict your success in a career in medicine. I'm talking about earliness. Now I'm recording this at about 6:55 a.m. in the gym, and this is late. It didn't used to be though. I used to be the type of person who's waking up at 9, 10, maybe 11 a.m. after sleeping at whatever time of night. That probably did a ton of damage to my metabolic and immune health. But when I was in the process of preparing for medical school, I learned to wake up early. I did it by signing up for a 6 a.m. fitness class. So I had to be up at 5 in the car, drive over there to do the class. It was really, really hard, and it took months and months before I was actually able to feel like a human being this early in the morning. But it was so critical because when you get to medical school, most of your classes start at 8 a.m. But when you get on rotations, you'll have some that start at 7, some that start even earlier. I remember on surgery, they were asking me to show up at about 5 a.m. You have to have that skill of getting enough sleep, making it regular sleep, but being able to get up early in the morning for the commitments that you have. Now, that's not the only thing we need to talk about with earliness. A lot of people wind up driving themselves crazy because they are not early with things like deadlines and deliverables and preparation. Think about the MCAT as an example. A lot of people don't start studying until 1 to 2 months before, and they wind up bombing it and having to retake it. Whereas I had one student a couple of years ago who started studying a year and a half in advance. Now, she didn't do that much studying at a time. It was like a part-time, almost like a hobby, a couple of hours, a couple of days a week at max. But she wound up knocking the MCAT out of the park because she was able to do a little bit at a time early and consistently. Now, you don't have to do it a year and a half in advance, but you definitely don't want to be in the situation where everything is crunch time and everything is a deadline and everything is cramming, because that'll reduce your performance and increase your stress. Then think about the med school application. If your application is in and prepared and complete early, then you're at the top of the pile. Your application is being reviewed while there are tons of interview slots left. Moreover, you're demonstrating that promptness and that earliness because you had a well-formed application ready at the beginning. And so that preparedness and that sense of earliness comes across. I could go on for ages about all the ways in which being early will make your career better and more productive. Suffice it to say, as the old adage goes, the early bird gets the worm. So start building those habits now and watch how they pay off at every stage of your medical career.